Hey guys, Rober here, and we have a new lightweight tournament. The rules are as follows. Rule 1, 1700 stability limit. What that means is you can have up to 1700 stability. As soon as you hit 1701, you are out of compliance. Rule 2, 10,000 AP limit. Same deal, you can have up to 10,000 AP, but if you hit 10,001 or greater, you are out of compliance. Rule 3, no duplicate weapons. All 4 weapons must be unique. However, there are 2 stipulations to this rule. Stipulation 1, the LCS, LCA, LCD, and fasan plasma cannon will all be treated as the same weapon for the purposes of this rule, meaning if you want to run an LCS and an LCD, that is out of compliance. Stipulation 2 is the next grouping is going to be LRAs and LRBs are considered the same weapon. So if you want to run an an LRB and an LRA together, that is out of compliance. However, you can run an LRB with any other weapon, just not the LRB and LRA together. If there's any confusion on Rule 3 or any of the stipulations to Rule 3, let me know. I'll clear it up in the Discord. Rule 4, there's a maximum of 2 missile lock weapons per AC. What that means is any weapon that uses the missile lock correct stat, so Truenos, Auroras, back missiles, hand missiles, doesn't matter. Only 2 per AC. That's rule number 4. Rule number 5, 1 build per player. The way this is going to work, there's going to be a tournament builds tab in my Discord. You are able to submit those in that channel. Now, keep in mind, I'm going to be screenshotting these because this is going to be your slot in the tournament. If you submit a build in there and it's in compliance, that's your slot. So I'm going to be screenshotting these. I'm going to have a list. So don't try any funny business because we'll know. So just be honest. Submit your build when you're ready. The cutoff is going to be as soon as it rolls over to December 15th, Japan time. So there's going to be a day prior for me to compile all the builds that are in there, make sure they're legal, and then push forward. So the day it turns over to December 15th in Japan, that is when it's going to be due. Now that's going to be December 14th stateside, pretty late, I think, but December 15th. So basically, if you're in America, close of business December 14th is your deadline to get that build submitted. And then Rule 6 is Xylem map only. I think Xylem is the most interesting map, and the group I play in is called Xylem City, and this is the Xylem City tournament. So, as you know, thematic, we're only playing on Xylem. As far as bans, there's going to be no burzel, no majestic, no xuan, no little gem, no iridium, and no javelin beta missile. Now, keep in mind, that doesn't mean all the bazookas are banned, because you can still run the javelin alpha bazooka, the Gochen, or the what is the other one? The Dizzy. You can also run the back one, the Songbirds, or the Earshot. Now, keep in mind that the rule of only having one still applies. But after we've been doing some testing on this format, we found that some of these things either are really low input for the reward they give, they're not that high skill to use, or they make the game feel a little cheese. So we've taken them out. We've done testing on this format. That's what the footage in the background. So if you have any complaints, I'm open to hear them, but this is probably not going to change unless there's a crazy patch that completely shifts the meta. Even then, we might just run it with these rules. Fuck it, right? And the when, it's going to be for American time, Pacific time, it will be Friday, December 15th, 7 p.m. So that's for all of my West Coast boys. If you're on the East Coast, whatever 7 p.m. Pacific is for you, that's when the tournament's going to be. And for everyone who lives in Japan, like myself, it's going to be Saturday, December 16th, noon. 1200, right? So that's the when. And again, the cutoff is December 15th Japan time. December 15th Japan time is the cutoff. That's when I'll be going through and collecting all the builds to submit. And like as I said again, where you submit is on Discord. Put your build in there, make sure it's tournament legal, and that is your slot. And don't try to pull any funny business by running a build that you didn't submit or changing your submitted build. Well, no. So only submit if you're sure, man. You got enough days to figure this thing out. Don't pull any funny shit. I have some guys helping me looking over the Discord and making sure everything's above board. And just full clarification, as me, I'm the main guy that came up with these rules. I will not be participating in my own tournament. That's just full stop. Not going to do that. That's a conflict of interest. It's an integrity violation. Not going to do that. I will simply be commentating and watching, and officiating, running the room and such. The other thing is, the prize, there is no prize. The prize is that you get to be known as the best fucking pilot on Rubicon. If that's not enough for you, then, you know, you're probably in the wrong business. Maybe if we start making some revenue on YouTube, we'll start having prize money. But for now, you know, this is just a for fun thing. So the tournament's for fucking bragging rights. And to me, that should be enough. I really wish I could compete, but like I said, integrity violation. I can't compete in a tournament that I set up. That would just be kind of foul. So these are the rules. Like I said in the Discord, tournament builds is the tab to submit your build. But make sure you're ready when you submit it, because you only get one and you can't fucking change it. So be sure, you know. And there's going to be also a tournament questions tab for you to ask any information you don't know, clarifications on the rules, stuff like that. So with that being said, I'm just going to let the rest of this video play out, and you guys can watch some games on this format and see what you think.